Hey everyone, so glad you could be with us this evening. I'm guessing by the lack of masks you've all got your vaccinations.
You fucking betcha we did, you fucking
Excellent.
betcha, bye.
Right, first up tonight, Brian Kenny, documentary maker extraordinaire and good friend to all here at That's That Productions.
Watching people go mental to your tune that you made, you know, that's amazing feeling.
Brian spent these formative years DJing and producing drum and bass for Ireland's premier drum and bass record label Bassbin Recordings, and then he went on to achieve great success with his documentary making, where his work has been published by some of Ireland's largest broadcasters. Brian, what have you been doing during the lockdown?
Yeah, I got into cutting the grass and trimming hedges and spending 3 hours with my earphones on, cutting ivy and listening to the podcast.
A man after my own heart.
I bought a bass guitar. My family think I'm having a midlife crisis. 4! I got back into making music a little bit. I haven't made music since. So I kind of had a look at what the software has to offer, Ableton and stuff, and knocked about a bit with that. That was interesting. Second lockdown for me came from Christmas to April because I was working then from September. It was a bit, drinking nice whiskey. Too much, watching box sets. All the shit everyone else was doing, really.
Brian, are you a tea or coffee man?
This is a very interesting question and very topical for me at the moment because I put on a lot of weight recently and it's down to eating a lot of shit, but I find a lot of it comes to do with taking tea. So after dinner we'll have tea, and I just can't drink tea without eating Tunnocks tea cakes and French fancies and 9 biscuits and so on. Used to love coffee, I still do. 2 or 3 and I'm edgy and I think too much anyway, so coffee isn't great with me, so I actually packed it in. Horrible withdrawal symptoms, by the way, if anyone ever wants to do it. Paul, you were the one who got me into proper coffee. You brought me into a kind of hipstery, posh coffee shop that you would frequent on South William Street. Bought some coffee beans and a French press, and that was that.
That's great, Brian. Back with you shortly after this next segment.
So just
tea pisses me off because tea's either the nicest thing ever when you have a cup or it's horrible, and only 3 out of 10 cups are as nice as that, and I can't figure out what the secret is. I can't see a pattern in it. Tea bags, milk, thyme, it's just sometimes you get a cup of tea and it's gorgeous, but not often.
Brian, if you could have dinner with any famous person from any period in history, who would it be?
You know, I'm not into this meet famous people thing on dinner party. Be good enough just to get a dinner party with my mates these days, so.
Are you a chipper man or a Chinese man?
In Dublin, and I have to be careful what I say because it's tough enough being a dub outside Dublin, but just the quality of chippers where I live really isn't great. They love Supermax down here.
Can't wait for Supermax. I'm gonna motor vote that rap.
And there is one chipper in town, but I miss Silvio's. You know, the good chippers in Dublin, the Italian chippers with batter sausage. And
1 homemade sausage in batter.
all things being equal, regardless of where I'm living, I would say probably go be a chipper man. Yeah, I like chippers.
Brian, any quick tips for aspiring documentary makers out there? What's the secret to a good engaging documentary?
Secret to a good listen is that people just want to hear honest conversations and they're sick of over-edited, over-produced bullshit. They just want to hear honesty. That's why you'll see a podcast like Joe Rogan, you know, one of the biggest ones in the world, baffling producers in America who put on daytime shows that don't get as much listens, and he just has 3 hours of straight conversations sitting around with his mates. Because I think in the modern world of narcissism and social media, people are just craving for real conversations. So in a radio documentary, same thing. See with the Tommy Tiernan show too, everyone loves it. Just an honest conversation, because there's so little of that in the world. So good radio documentary, interviews. I'm good at interviewing people. Honest conversations. I don't like too many voiceovers. Then it's you telling your story. I like the people tell a story. Decent music. Throw it together. Don't keep it too long. Don't beat about the bush. Half interesting topic. Off you go.
Honest answers straight from the heart. Just the way we like it here on That's That, folks. Big thank you to Brian Kenny there, and you can find out more about Brian and his documentary work on his website, kennysound.com. Next up, we're going to be hearing from DJ Blasket Shark. He's going to give you a little bit of an education on vinyl.
Oh, out there, folks. It's DJ Basket Shark here, one of the old school soldiers of the international rave scene. I'd like to say a big thanks to all the folks here at That's That Folks for having me on, giving me my own little slot to talk about vinyl. We all know what vinyl is. Vinyl is black acetate with music on it, and it plays with a needle to catch the groove. I remember a big rave when I once went to a rave in a cave. I went to a rave in a cave with a mate called Dave, and I got up with a girl called Maeve. Oh, bloody brilliant. 10,000 people there jumping around like lunatics in a cave. And then it was after that we went to, vinyl. So, I'm here to talk about vinyl. Vinyl's had a bit of a comeback in the last 10, 20, 30 years. Some people say vinyl never went away. Oh, I once went away. I once went away to a rave in a dungeon. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, about 10,000 people there, everyone off their neckies. Oh, there's no music, man. Just people hanging up off the walls. And no suspenders, and it was a bit strange, to be honest. Now, I've come to think of it, it mightn't have been a rave at all. It might have just been something else. Oh yeah, vinyl. Here today to talk about vinyl.
And we'll have some more for him next week. Thanks for that, DJ Blasket Shark. We've come to the end of the show now, folks. Thanks very much for sticking with us. And next week, tune in to where we chat with Cathal Nally, Irish film director, who's just seen his new film Be Good or Be Gone launched to critical acclaim.
That lad, I want to know where he is and what he's doing.
Stay out of me way.
We're going to delve into the world of board games and have some new reviews.
The Dark Castle.
And we're going to finish off with some music from Degree, Irish drum and bass producer. Okay, folks, catch you later.